Welcome back to Text 2A video yet again. I'm going over some of the ammunition you saw me do a speaking point on probably about a month and a half ago from Bullseye Cartridge Company. They are out of Houston, Texas, where, you know, I'm just north of them. I got to meet them at the gun show, and the guy was cool, got to talking, and like I said, if you saw the video before, he ended up saying, hey man, you know, take some ammo, go try it, you know, do some testing on that. So I said, okay, you know, he said, I'd be happy to do that. He said a couple other assholes have taken them up on the offer and never followed through, so I feel like an a-hole because, you know, I'm a little late to it because I've been occupied with life or whatever. So I'm going to have some ballistics gel to test some of the stuff with and do some soft armor. But out of what he gave me, if you haven't seen the other speaking video, this 300 Blackout is what we're covering today. This one is a 78 grain, and it is aluminum. Did the testing earlier with this, shooting some of that sighting, and this stuff actually slowed down pretty quick, being as it's aluminum. So, you know, got mosquitoes out here beating me up, so if you see me swatting, you'll know why I'm not crazy. 78 grains, so she's pretty quick. Whenever I do the testing with the ballistics gel, I will have my chronograph out. Let's see the next variation. I'm going to test this Texas 2A video style. If you haven't seen my ways yet, I like to just run it and see what happens, how stuff opens up. I might take my time a little bit on this, but these are 111 grain, and these are the titanium tip. Do 3, 3, and 3. And last but not least, these might not cycle. He said just have to cycle it by hand because these are made for suppressor. And I don't have a suppressor on my 300 Blackout. It's a 10.5-inch variant from Palmetto State Armory. But these are 176 grains. They're nice and fat and slow, and they're supposed to open up. So let's see here. Alright. Got our aluminum. You know, definitely looks cool. Hopefully it performs as well as it looks, right? Titanium tip. You know, the stuff he said, these are pretty expensive. And then these right here are the subsonics that are supposed to open up, which if you saw the penetration test I did on that sighting that I used, it went pretty well. So we will save the heavy weights for last. So I'm going to load those in first, and then we'll do the titanium tip. And let's see what that does penetration wise through some. It's just going to go right through some soft armor, and then we'll do the aluminum. I'm curious to see what that'll do as well. I mean, it's going to be pretty fast, so still carry some energy, but we're going to do some accuracy testing in my traditional way. Let's see how it does, huh? I don't know if you can see that from here, but the titanium makes some freaking sparks. Pretty cool. Alright, the last guy I'm put on the left target. Those are pretty quiet echoing down there. I didn't get any shots. I might have been shooting low, so let me load those and I'll go high. I thought it might have been shooting over like the other ones were shooting high compared to the ammo that I actually got on steel with. They were I had them spot on, and I did not dial this in for each and every one, just the one target ammo. So now I'm going to go higher, see if it drops. Alright. Yep, there she goes. Those are pretty quiet. I'm impressed that it cycled with this because he said it probably wouldn't, but it is a PSA, and this is not exactly one of the new PSAs. This one's a couple years old, so they're typically overgassed for reliability. So being overgassed, maybe that's allowing this thing to cycle. He told me it probably wouldn't. It did. So we're even locked open. I'm impressed with that, to say the least. So let's go down range and we'll check it out and see how accurate we are, and yeah, we'll talk about it for a second, but just a little brief touching point on this particular ammo from these guys. Guy's cool as hell, man, so hopefully you guys like what you're seeing. 300 Blackout is awesome for all kinds of gangster options like that, but it's very cool of him to do that. And then I will be testing some of his frangible stuff for accuracy with this 16-inch variant of the Palmetto State Armory 5.56. That is a cold hammer forged barrel after this. So, all right, we're gonna go down there and check it out. All right, we're back here downrange with our targets. If you're watching any of my stuff, it would traditionally go left to right. This time, just because it's 300 Blackout, 10.5 inch, the ammo's kind of wonky, I did start right and go left, and I want to hit my biggest targets. So these guys missed completely at first, but this is our this is the aluminum lightweight stuff, and it actually went with, not really trying to kill myself for accuracy, but let's see, zero that guy, and reading foreign here. Still reading foreign. Actually, fat fingering some things is killing me. Millimeters. All right. Okay. Anyway, so two were really close, but good God, I'm still in millimeters. All right. Is that too much to ask? All right. 2.8 inches. These two guys were side by side, and I have my guy wander up there. These, you gotta remember, I'm aiming for the red on these, so. This group actually did really well with this 111 grain titanium, shooting sparks about 1.78 inches on that. And, I mean, I wish I'd have taken more time. I wasn't really killing myself holding for accuracy, but I'm not testing for accuracy on this gun per se. I just want to see how this stuff reacts down range, and it's doing pretty good. It does have mil-spec trigger in that PSA, so it's nothing spectacular. This stuff, however, this is that crazy looking stuff. Two of them laying on top of each other. And let's see, it went. Got some fat finger in this thing every time. Let's see, two laying on top of each other. Oh God. Alright, guess I'm touching the battery compartment that's taped up since I done tore this thing up. 1.5 inch group on that. 1.5 inch. 1.6 inches. And the widest group from the first stuff was 2.8 inches. Alright, there we go. Now I'm not tapping this battery cover that's missing and goobering that up, so not too bad for a 10.5 inch barrel. I mean, that's impressive. I expected the groups to honestly be this the best, not this the worst, and these like that. This stuff, the titanium tip was like, I don't know if you can see it on film. I'll go back and review it before I upload it to see, but every time I hear it was just blowing sparks up. It was pretty cool. So if you want to make some cool spark show, definitely buy those. But yeah, that wraps us up for this. Hopefully this is valuable information. This is just something to get out here and try the ammo in general to see how it would do. But I'm looking forward to the penetration testing that I'm going to do, as well as with the gel. That's what I want to see. I want to see how those flower petals roll out and what kind of penetration happens. I do have some bulletproof vests I'm going to use, and see what else I can come up with, because scientifically speaking, curious minds want to know. So I said that's it for now. Check me out on I've got Instagram up, and I will have the website up pretty soon as well, but Facebook, text 2A video as well if you want to go check that out. And in the Palmetto State Armory users group, I'm there helping those guys all the time. So check us out later. I'll be tuning in with y'all next time. Thanks for watching.